Hello, welcome to next session. In this session, we will solve GATE 2014 HC thermal equation. In the beginning of question paper, notation that will be used in the paper and some data are given. P pressure, V volume, T temperature, S entropy, H enthalpy, U internal energy, Cp specific heat at constant pressure, Cv specific heat at constant volume. Specific properties are designated by lowercase symbol, subscript R reduced, C critical, F saturated liquid, G saturated vapor. Properties of air, Cp is equal to 1.005 kilojoule per kilogram per degree Kelvin. Specific heat ratio, gamma is equal to 1.4. Gas constant 0.287 kilojoule per kilogram per degree Kelvin. Molecular weight 29 gram per mole. Universal gas constant 8.314 kilojoule per kilomole per degree Kelvin. So first of all, one mark question. Question one. Entropy is option A path function, B point function, C property independent function. Neither path nor point function. Entropy is the property of system, so it is a point function. So answer is B. Next, a small container has gas at high pressure. It is located in an evacuated space. If the container is punctured, work done by the gas is A positive, B negative, C zero, D infinity. As it is placed in evacuated space and the gas inside the container is at a high pressure. So when it is punctured, the gas will freely expand. So the uh, the system remains same. That is of container and evacuated space. Okay. So there's no change in boundary of system or no displacement of the system. Okay, so it is a case of free expansion. So answer is zero. And what will be zero? This case. Molecular weight of a mixture is 38.4 gram per mole. The mixture is composed of methane and carbon dioxide gases. The atomic weight of C, H, and O are 12, 1, and 16 gram per mole respectively. The mole fraction of methane X methane is dash and that of carbon dioxide X carbon dioxide is dash. A here the mole fraction we have to determine. Okay, but there are only two gases, one is methane and carbon dioxide. So sum of the mole fraction will be 1. Okay, so X methane plus X carbon dioxide should be 1 and molecular weight is given as 38.4. Okay, so that total molecular weight is 38.4. So it will be the combination of molecular weight of that X methane and molecular weight of that X carbon dioxide. For 1 mole of methane, the molecular weight is 16, and for 1 mole of that CO2, the molecular weight is 44. So for the X fraction, it will be X into X methane into 16, and for the X carbon dioxide will be X carbon dioxide into 44, and that constitutes the total molecular weight. Okay, so second equation comes from that. Okay, first equation is the X methane plus X carbon dioxide is 1. Okay, second is this. Solving these, we can get X carbon dioxide, X CO2 as 0.8, and X CH4 as 0.2. Option A is the right. Next, a system undergoes a change from state 1 to state 2. During this process, the change in internal energy is W. The change in internal energy of the system when executing the cycle 1 to 1 is equal to A delta U, B 2 delta U, C 0, T minus 2 delta U. So the change in internal energy, the system undergoes a change in state from 1 to 2 during this process. change in energy value. Okay, the change in internal energy. Uh, as internal energy is a property of system, so and one to one constitute a cycle. So the change in internal energy or change in any property will be zero. Okay, so answer will be zero because we are starting from the one going to two, then we are coming to one. So answer is C. Okay, next. Which among the following plots represent a line joining the dew point temperature on a standard psychrometric chart with a dry bulb temperature on x-axis and humidity ratio on y-axis. So we have to determine the constant dew temperature line on psychrometric chart. Okay, the constant dew temperature line is a straight line. So that is the dew temperature line. Here and on x-axis in psychrometric chart there is DVT and here omega obligation and here wet bulb temperature or relative humidity. So, and this is dew point temperature. And if you go like this, then you will get wet bulb temperature. So answer is your D. Okay. Next, the efficiency of a reversible engine operating between two temperatures is 40%. The COP of a reversible generator operating between the same temperature. Uh, we know that efficiency is temperature difference divided by maximum temperature in case of Carnot engine. Okay, so T1 minus T2 divided by T1 is 0.4. From this we can get the ratio of T1 T2 by T1. So it is 0.6. Now COP of the Carnot temperature reflecting between the same unit is minimum temperature divided by work done. Okay, by sorry temperature difference for the Carnot cycle. So T2 by T1 minus T2. Now we have this T2 by T1 as 0.6 or T1 by T12 1.66. So putting this value we can get COP temperature as 1.5. So answer is option A. Okay. Next, for a superheated vapor that cannot be approximated as an ideal gas, the expression determining small change in specific internal energy is option A du Cp dt plus curly u by curly v T dv and option B du Cp dt curly u by curly v T dp. Option C du Cv dt curly u by curly v T constant and dv du Cv dt. Okay, for an ideal gas, the change in internal energy is given by Cv dt. Okay, but for super heated vapor, we have to which is not ideal gas. But which is not the ideal gas, so we have to there is some change in volume also at constant temperature. Okay, so which also leads to some increase in internal energy. So this change in volume with respect to internal energy at constant temperature is given is leads to that extra increase in internal energy. So this is the right expression for the super vapor or real gas for let's say that for an internal energy is a function of temperature only and it is the heat at the right constant volume. So it is for ideal gas it is CVD. Okay. Whereas in superlative vapor, the internal energy is also the function of specific volume. Okay. So internal energy will also change with volume, which has to be considered. So this factor has to be. Here we have assumed that volume is constant. Here the change in volume is also taken into account. Okay. So answer is C. Next, the minimum and maximum volume in an air standard Otto cycle are 180 centimeter cube. Its thermal efficiency is so it is that formula for Otto cycle that is 1 by R 1 minus 1 by R. So 1 is 1 R is your compression efficiency that is maximum volume by minimum volume. Okay, so 800 by 100, so we can get 56.45%. Okay, or we can say it is a total volume to clearance volume. Total volume is 800 and clearance volume is 100. Okay. So next, at a saturation temperature T saturation T, the difference between the entropy of the saturated vapor and entropy of the saturated liquid can be expressed. Uh, it should be that change in enthalpy divided by T, because at whenever the phase difference takes place, it occurs at constant pressure, and the heat at constant pressure will be Hg minus Hf, and the temperature remains the same, temperature also remains constant. So it is the difference between Hg minus Hf divided by T saturation. Okay, so answer is your B. Next, 2 marks question. Question number 10. A gas in closed system is compressed reversibly from an initial volume of 0.2 meter cube to zero point 0.1 meter cube at a constant pressure of 3 bar. During this process, there was a heat transfer of 50 kilojoule from the gas. The change in internal energy of the gas during this process in kilojoule is. Now the final volume is zero point 0.2, initial volume is zero point 0.1, okay, and pressure is 3 bar. So work done is difference of this volume into pressure. Okay. Now now heat is transferred from the gas. It means uh, as work is done, okay, as final volume is less than initial volume, okay, so the work done is negative. Okay, and work is done on the system, final volume is more than less than initial volume, so the work is done on the system, it is negative, and heat is transferred from the gas. Okay, it is taken from the gas, so it is also negative. Okay, so using first law, we have Q is equal to W plus value. So Q is your minus 500, 550, and W is minus 30. So value is will be minus 20 because of option D. Okay, next. In a closed rigid vessel, air is initially at a pressure of zero point 0.3 mp and a volume of zero point 0.1 meter cube at 300 Kelvin. A stripper supplies 100 kilojoule of work to the air while the 20 kilojoule of heat is lost to the atmosphere across the container walls. After these processes, the temperature of air changes to. Now the work has been supplied to the system, that is 100 kilojoule, okay, and 20 kilojoule is lost from the system. So heat is also negative and work is uh, also negative, okay, because the work has been supplied to the system, okay, and heat is taken from the system, it is also negative. When work is applied to the system, it is negative. When work is taken from the system, it is positive. When heat is supplied to the system, it is positive. And when heat is taken from the system, it is negative. Okay. Now applying the first law, now we can apply the first law, that is Q is equal to value. So then U is your 80 kilojoule. Okay, then U is your 80 kilojoule, or change in internal energy is 80 kilojoule. Okay. Now so you have to find out temperature, and now we have uh, air inside the system. Okay, for which the CV is 0.71. Okay, and change in flow is MCV T2 minus T1. Okay, so M we can find out from PV by RT. P is your 0.3 MPa, D is your zero point 0.1, and T is your 300 Kelvin. So PV by RT is your M. So M is your 0.348 kilogram. Okay. Now C we have putting these values just and the initial temperature is given as 300. Okay, so we can find out the final temperature. Okay, so this final temperature is 620.7174 Kelvin. Option D is the answer. So we have to do nothing but just to check the heat is lost from the system, that is negative. Heat is what is transferred to the system, that is also negative. We'll find out the change in internal energy and then we'll use the formula for change in internal energy, that is MCV/dt. So and M is calculated by using relationship PV by RT. So now initial temperature is given. Okay, dt is given P2 minus T1. So we can find out P2 is 620.174 Kelvin. Option D is the, or no option is given. Okay, because option D is given 620.2. Okay, next, a reversible heat engine operates using three thermal reservoirs with temperatures as shown in the figure, in the following figure. Q1, this is Q1, okay, is equal to Q2. Q1 is equal to Q2. The efficiency of the engine is, the temperature of T1 is 1200, temperature T2 is 600, temperature T3 is 300. Okay. Option A, efficiency for the efficiency option A is 0.25, B 0.125, C 0.625, D 0.75. So efficiency is nothing but heat added, heat given to the system minus heat rejected to the system, that is work done to the system divided by heat added to the system. Okay. So if we have Q1, Q2 and Q3, we can find out efficiency. Now as the engine is reversible, okay, so this entropy condition should be satisfied. Okay. So Q1 by T1 plus Q2 by T2 and Q3 by T3. Okay, temperature T1, T2 has T3 has 1200, 600 and 300. Okay, when Q1 is equal to Q2 is given. Okay, so we will put it equal to Q. So now we will find out Q3 by putting this. Okay, we will find out Q3 in terms of Q. That is this this quantity Q3 is equal to 3 by 4 Q. Okay. Now once Q3 is found out in terms of Q, now the heat added is 1 Q from the first reservoir. Okay, that is Q1, and 1 Q1 from the second reservoir. So heat added is Q1 plus Q2 or 2Q, and heat ejected is Q3. So it will be 2Q minus Q3 and heat added is 2Q. So 2Q minus Q3 divided by 2Q. So now putting the value of Q3 as 3 by 4Q. 2Q minus 3 by 4Q divided by 2Q. So it will be 5 by 8.625. So answer is 0.625 or 62.5%. Option C is the right. Next, a metal block of mass 25 kg at 300 Kelvin is immersed in an infinite large liquid nitrogen bath maintained at 77 Kelvin. The system comprising of the block and the liquid nitrogen attains thermal equilibrium. The average specific heat of the metal is 0.45 kilojoule per kilogram per degree. The entropy generated during the process is dash kilojoule per Kelvin. Here the mass of the block is your 25 kg at 300 degree Kelvin. Okay, and it is immersed in a infinite large liquid, so liquid nitrogen bath maintained at 77. Okay, now uh, now the system comprising of a block and liquid nitrogen tank thermal equilibrium. Now as the this the second nitrogen bath is very large. Okay, and we maintain at 77. So the block will also attain finally the temperature of 77 degree. Okay. So now we have to calculate the entropy generated. So entropy generated will be the entropy change in log and entropy change in that nitrogen bath. Okay. Now the finally the block attains 77 Kelvin. Okay. So the entropy change of block is mCp T2 by T1. T2 is your 77. Okay. And T1 is your 300. Okay. So that is the entropy change of block, that is minus 15.239. Okay, as the block is at 300 and the final temperature is 77, so heat is being lost from the block. Okay, and this heat is being transferred to the nitrogen bath, which increases entropy. Okay, so the heat gained by nitrogen or heat lost by block is mCp, temperature difference of block, final minus initial minus final. Okay, so that is the heat gained by the nitrogen. So that is 22,508.75 heat gained by nitrogen. Okay, that is Q2. Okay, now the entropy change of the nitrogen is, now the as the temperature of the nitrogen bath is constant. Okay, and heat is now this quantity 2508.75. So the entropy change is heat divided by the temperature. Okay, so the entropy change of nitrogen is this this quantity. Okay, nitrogen bath is this quantity 32.5811. Okay, so the entropy change of this block plus entropy change of this nitrogen bath will be the entropy generated. Okay, so that comes out at 32.5811 minus 15.289. Okay, so its answer is 17.29 kilojoules per Kelvin. Our answer is option A. Okay, next. For a gas obeying the equation of state given by P plus A by V square, V is equal to RT, the value of critical volume and critical temperature are 0.004 meter cube per kilogram and 100 degree Celsius respectively. If the value of gas constant is 250 joule per kilogram per degree Kelvin and the value of constant A is dash dash Newton meter per kilogram square per kilogram square. Note the critical point is the point of inflection on the critical isotope. So this is the gas equation. Okay. Now solving it out, we have RT by V minus A by V square. Okay. Now the point of inflection is given by on the PV diagram is given by has a slope of 0. Okay, so that is del p by del v we at constant as at critical point. Uh, there is no temperature, so temperature taking temperature constant and del p by del v slope is 0. Okay, so differentiating, that is RT minus V square. Okay, divided by minus V square or plus 2A V cube. Okay, now as the slope of critical isotherm is 0. Okay, or a slope or the critical point is point of inflection. Okay, so slope of the PV diagram is 0 at critical point. Okay, so we can find out from this RTV is equal to RTV by 2 is equal to A, and now your R is given. Now your R is given as 250. The value of gas constant is 250. Okay. Temperature is given, that is 100 degrees Celsius, and volume is given. Okay. So temperature in Kelvin and volume is given. So A comes out as this 186.5. So there is one basic concept that at the point of inflection in PV diagram, okay, or for the critical isotherm, the slope of the PV diagram will be 0, that we have seen in the last paper. Okay. So So, just we have to differentiate it with respect to V and put it equal to 0, keeping T as constant because it is critical isothermal. Okay, okay. Then we can follow the use of A. Next, a rigid closed vessel is initially filled with 2 kg of water, which is a mixture of saturated liquid and saturated vapor. Okay. At 2 bar. The vessel is placed in an oven which heats the mixture to critical state. Using the saturated and critical property values from the table given below, the heat transferred from oven to vessel is dash kilojoule. So pressure is your 2 bar. So that is VF, VG. Uh, now the at the pressure 2 bar. VF is your liquid saturated liquid volume and VG is your saturated vapor volume. Okay, and you have here internal energy of saturated liquid. UG is your internal energy of saturated vapor. And similarly, the VC critical at critical pressure, VC, and this is given. Okay. Something is missing. Let us see from the question paper. So we stop here because some data are missing here. Okay. So I will complete these data. Okay. And then we'll proceed further after question number 14. Okay. In the next one, the next video. Okay. Thank you.